Hello YouTube, it's me again, and today I'm just going to, extend my discussion video about the game, Clone Wars Adventures. So, yeah, and also, you could also kind of call it a survey video, if you will. So, because, well, I've never done a survey video, but, hey, first time for everything, so, yeah, so anyways, there's been a lot of discussion and argument on my video is SOE trying to shut down Clone Wars Adventures. And something that caught my eye was one of the comments by Lee Shaq Larkin saying that he asked the counselor that the game was dying off, and what the counselor basically said is that despite everyone having a low opinion on the game, they're still getting like new accounts every day, and he doesn't think that SOE will shut down Clone Wars Adventures anytime soon. And he thinks that will stabilize back to normal, since, you know, the updates aren't as frequent as they were. So, I tried looking to see if Clone Wars Adventures had some sort of approval ratings or anything. But, like, I didn't find any. But I did find some reviews at the start of the game, this was like 3 years ago, that Clone Wars Adventures got reviews in between 60% and 80%. And so, generally high approval rate, high ratings. So, here we are 3 years later, games not doing too well. So, one of my questions is, is Clone Wars Adventures actually growing, despite all this? I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't think Clone Wars Adventures is really growing, because one, I haven't seen, like, advertisements for the game, like, in over a year. I mean, I saw, like, it a couple times in 2012, but overall, I didn't see any, like, advertisements for Clone Wars Adventures. Mainly because it's either the game's not doing too well, or SOE just ran out of money to keep those advertisements up, or it could be both. So, yeah, but, also I believe, Jedi Davey 0804 also said that, like, I think he said this, like, maybe about a year ago, that players one of the reasons why Clone Wars Adventures was getting more accounts is because they are either people who lost their accounts and are starting back over, or it's just kind of players who left the game a while back, but then they decided to give it a second chance. So I really don't believe that there's really new users. I mean, I could be wrong. There might be a couple of new users, but right now, I would honestly rate Clone Wars Adventures a pretty low rating. So, yeah, the point of the video is, like, what would you guys rate Clone Wars Adventures from a scale from 0 to 100? Now, keep in mind, despite Clone Wars Adventures kind of going down, well, being sour and all, there is still some good things about it, but I'm pretty sure there is, but there's nothing really good that I can name off the top of my head. So, yeah, so, like, again, what I would kind of rate my personal opinion on Clone Wars, like, probably somewhere in the 20% range, 20 to 30, around that. So, like, but what would you guys rate it? Now, this is my first survey video, so I can expect my results to be a little bit, wacky. I don't know if the other, networks who do, like, the coverage on Clone Wars Adventures may do something like this, but, well, again, but, like, how would you rate the game in general now, 3 years later? So, yeah, again, I mean, really, Camino will probably help the game. Now, it will depend on a couple of factors. Now, personally, I think that like, Camino, if Camino comes out, Clone Wars Adventures will like, start getting good anyway. But if the combat zone turns out to be crappy, the game will do better for maybe a weekend before people realize, dang, this combat zone really sucks. Now, we have no idea when Clone Wars is going to release Camino. It's either November, December, and I believe the combat zones are either 6 months or 9 months apart, something like that. So, yeah, now considering the fact that there's monthly updates for Clone Wars Adventures. Well, that's kind of the moral death of the game. And there's also been reports of game-wide anarchy. So, I wouldn't say Clone Wars Adventures is growing. If anything, I personally think it's down. I mean, I trust the counselor's judgment and all, but again, I think maybe he kind of might be saying this just because he doesn't want to make Clone Wars Adventures look bad, because because it's still apparent that SOE is still trying to make money off the games, and I don't think that they would go to some popular players who have a good YouTube channel saying, yeah, we think that Clone Wars Adventures is dying. They wouldn't say that. They would try to remain positive, although they would try to remain positive to help the game get more money, but for the most part, yeah. So, that's my thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts? So, yeah, that's all for now, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm still not on the computer, and the quarter ends at Halloween, so again, I mean, I had a chance to improve my grades, but again, my teachers apparently must hate me or something, because I had a good chance to, like, improve them, but they decided to grade me poorly on the new assignments, so a little frustration on that. And also, this Friday is the freshman election. I'm a little nervous, to be honest, so because in school, in my school, there's like no polls, so I have no idea if I'm winning big, or if I'm losing really bad, or it's close. I'm not gonna know for, like, I won't probably know till, like, next week. Like, next Monday, when, not this Monday, but the Monday after that, when the results are tallied. So, yeah, bye. Now, phone, please stop recording. Oh, wow. Yeah, so, also my phone's been failing to stop on time, so, come on, turn off, turn off, turn off.